Hello and welcome, Taurus. It's Adam, your psychic witch with Arcana Mundi. I am here to do your weekly love tarot reading. And one thing I just wanted to do real quick. We have the Antique Anatomy Tarot here. I did use this in your bonus reading, and I had a lot of people reaching out trying to figure out what the deck was. So I will link this down in the description box below if you would like to get your hands on your own copy or your own deck of this. The images are really cool. I will say if you are brand new to tarot, this may be a little difficult to understand. You may not difficult to understand. There is a book that explains everything that accompanies it, and it's actually a pretty good book. But what I will say is like you can see, like the minor arcana cards are more of a pip style, which is less explanatory within the imagery. So I will be launching a video sometime soon, probably this week, about some good decks to use if you are a beginner. Some of my favorite ones, and I'll have that up later. But I will say this deck is amazing if you're kind of like, if you've been using cards for a while and you're kind of getting familiar with them, you can maybe graduate up to this one. It is beautiful. I love it. It reads with very warm, loving energy. And it's just an awesome deck, honestly. So that'll be in the description box below. We will also use the Madame Endora's fortune telling cards for your oracle cards, and then we'll use the Hidden Truth Oracle. So I can link these two down in the description box below. But if you want the Hidden Truth Oracle, it is available on Etsy, so feel free to check that out. You just have to type Hidden Truth Oracle in on Etsy. But the rest of these, I'll make it easy for you. The links will be down in the description box, okay? So that'll be the Antique Anatomy and Madame Endora's fortune telling cards. So we are going to go ahead and dive right in here, Taurus. Smash the like button. Remember that the sign with the most likes buttons for their video gets the bonus reading for the week, and you guys have really been stepping up on my channel, so thank you so much. I really appreciate all your support with COVID and everything. This has become kind of my primary source of income. Between this and the store and my hairstylist situation has, with all the new COVID regulations and everything, it has become very difficult to make the same amount of money in that career field. So I've kind of had to resort to my store and the readings for most of everything. So we are going to go ahead and dive right in, Taurus. Smash the like button, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, whatever you feel called to do. If you would like a personal reading that is more specific to your situation, show me what I need to see for Taurus. You can schedule that in the description box below, okay? It's a Linktree link, and it'll take you to a bunch of tabs. The tarot and store one is where you can book your reading right on my store website. Within 24 hours, you'll get an email with a Zoom link and passcode for the designated time of your reading, and we just reconvene there. And it is live and catered specifically toward your situation, okay? I will say, if it's your first reading, do not book the 15-minute reading. It is not enough time on a first reading, okay? Those are more of an energy check-in. You will want like the 30-minute or the hour, okay? What else? There's something else and I'm blanking. Oh, in the description box below, there's also a tip or financial donation link. That does help support me. If you would like to leave me a tip or anything for this reading, you're welcome to do so. It's not necessary, but I do appreciate anything that you are able to help with. And I think that's everything. I feel like I'm missing something, but you know what? We're just going to get started and maybe it'll come to me. I'm going to pull two of these. Show me what I need to see for Taurus in the present. Oh, wow. So we have the King and the Queen. Counterparts. I have never had these two come out together. I didn't even realize that there was like divine counterparts in this deck. So we have authority and diplomacy. I feel like Taurus, you may be stepping into this energy, to be honest. I feel like there's a shift, something's going on. And the Queen is love and prosperity. Um, I've been feeling like this major shift in your readings, and I don't know what it is, but quite yet. We're gonna look and see what maybe it'll come out today. Sometimes spirit likes to hide things a little bit. They're not like tricky really, but there's just things that they want us to not know quite yet, and sometimes they do kind of hold those out of our reach for a little bit. Okay. Actually, we're gonna put these right up here. Ooh, that's too much of a glare. We'll do this. How about that? The King and the Queen. Since we're going to be doing that kind of reading, that actually works pretty well. So, I'm going to look into your energy, your person's energy, and the mutual energy between the two. We will look at what could cross that mutual energy and go a little further into the mutual energy as well. Okay? So, Spirit Angels, Ancestors, and Guides, and your light, my sacred truth, please show me what I need to see for Taurus. What is Taurus truly feeling? Oh. Taurus, you saw something you didn't like. Wow. You want to express your love to this person, but you kind of shut your energy off here a little bit, I feel. I think that you guys are in this energy of like, you saw something you didn't like. This could have been a while back even, and I feel like it's finally just come to this point where you're like, I need to close off my energy for a minute, even though I love this person and want to express how I truly feel to them, because ultimately I do want justice with them. I want things to be rebalanced. I want us to be able to come back together by communicating and restoring the balance and the connection. But the problem is, I feel like for some of you, there might have been an attachment to either it's a codependency with the Devil card. So the Devil speaks of codependencies as far as, addictions or codependent people asserting authority over connections. I feel that for some of you, you saw an attachment with your person to someone else. And now you're kind of stepping into your power because you're like, yeah, I don't put up with that shit. I don't put up with the lies, the deceit, the bullshit, right? You're like, I deserve better than this. I know that I deserve better than this. No one can control how I feel. And I hope we can come to justice. I hope that we can rebalance the situation because I do ultimately want to be with you and commit to you by expressing how I truly feel. But right now, because of what you've done and because of how you treated me like I was a third wheel in my own relationship is what I feel from this. I feel like when you were with this person, there was someone else who had authority over this connection, right? And you felt like this energy of or something else, whether it was an addiction to a substance. I'm feeling more that this is a person. I feel like it's more family, friends, whatever that may be, another person even that they might have been talking to behind your back or they were still in love with behind your back or something to that effect. And I feel like for most of you though, it's more of like that family energy, like close people that have communicative influences over this. You may feel like this person shut off, even though you have all this love for them. It's like this person just shut the fuck off because of this person's control, the Devil energy. And you're like, what the fuck, right? I deserve better than this. I deserve better than this. You're stepping into this energy of authority and diplomacy. You're like, yeah, I don't need that shit in my life. And honestly, I don't deserve that shit. I never did. And then over here, you have this queen who is about love and prosperity. And I feel like, this is also your energy. These are messages for you. I just have them separated here. It's not like this is your person's energy, but You know, I feel like you ultimately do love this person and you're very abundant in your life, and you know that you have an overabundance of love for this person and you'd be willing to be with them, but you know what you need and you're not settling, right? It's like, if you can't give me this, then what are we doing? Okay, so I actually had an extra card come out on their side, so we're just gonna leave it. We'll pull it, we'll read it too. Okay, so here's what I have. We have the Four of Cups. I feel that this person is feeling rejected by you. Probably because I feel like you've cut your energy off because you're like, I'm not dealing with this bullshit. Like, I deserve better than this. What the fuck? I don't need this shit. You know, you're like standing in your own power and you're like, no, like, this isn't cool. It's been too long. I get treated like nothing. I feel like for some of you, this has been a long time coming. And I feel like you're finally like, you know what? If you can't show me how you truly feel about me and help and come in to rebalance this like I want, then I'm going to have to cut this off. That's the energy you're standing in right now, because you're like, it's like your own mental health. Like, why the fuck can't this person just come toward you, right? Is what I'm feeling. And I feel like for them, there's this like desire to take a leap of faith, but they're afraid of being rejected here because they see you standing in your power. They see you manifesting and that you're potentially the one, which is really stupid because they also have the Hierophant card here, right? So it's like they see you as potentially being the one. The Hierophant is your card as the one, potentially being the one, a spiritual union. They see this connection as possibly being something stronger than they've ever had before. But the problem here is it's like they see you as being bored of this energy. They see you as possibly rejecting them. They have this like desire to take a leap of faith, but I feel like they're too damn fearful to come forward right now. Maybe some of them are. Maybe for some of you, they are starting to take a leap of faith, which is awesome. But here's the thing, like, know your worth here, Taurus. Know your worth, because this person at one point allowed someone to have power over you, over your connection. And the thing is like, a connection, love is between two people or whoever commits to that loving relationship, right? So whether it be two people or if you're in a throuple or whatever, that has to be agreed upon by all parties. It can't be that someone else has an influence, whether it be a mom, a sister, a friend, a brother, it doesn't matter. No one can have authority over your connection as long as it is agreed upon, unless it is agreed upon by two parties. So if you have this person over here that's allowing someone to have authority over your connection, then you feel like you're not as important as this other person. You're like, why the hell do they get a say in our relationship? Why the hell do they get to say their bullshit thoughts of who I am, and this person just lets them? And that's what made you shut this energy off, is what I feel. You're like, I deserve so much fucking better than this. If you can't see my fucking worth, then I'm gonna take my goddamn worth with me, right? And then over here, this person's like, okay, well, I want to come forward to you, but I'm afraid. And I mean, I feel like the moment this person would actually express truth and communicate with you and tell you how you feel, yes, you would let them in. You would let the scales be balanced because you do still hold love for them. But the problem is, they are stuck in this fear. They are stuck in this fear of rejection here. And it's like, how about man or woman up? Because you know what I am to you, right? That's what you're feeling, Taurus. You're like, you know what I am to you. We know this connection is strong. So how about take the actual damn leap of faith here, right? And for some of you, they may be. They may be starting on that path, but the problem is they're going super slow because they're so afraid of being rejected by you, or that they rejected you and you're not going to return their true feelings here, that they feel this is a spiritual union and that you could possibly be the one. But the problem here is they cannot find balance within themselves, but they want to balance this connection. They cannot balance their own shit right now around this person that they're allowing, that you see. You see this person. You see the influence over this person, over your person, right? You see everything. You see that there was someone holding control over your relationship. And the thing is maybe this person wants to rebalance this, you know, to give equally to the relationship with the Temperance card. They may want equal love within the cups. But the thing that you're wanting here, Taurus, is you're wanting clarity that this influence is not in control anymore. That the authority and diplomacy of this relationship stays between you and your person, the king and the queen, right? That there's love and prosperity within this connection, and we don't need the influence of a third person having a say in our relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean that you want that person cut out, but you see the need for a healthy boundary to be established with this person. And if they don't acknowledge that, then I feel like you're probably out, right? I feel like you're like, I can't do this right now. And this is a pretty hefty shift from last week or the week before or whatever. You know, I feel like you guys are kind of going through this energy, and your person is too. It's like back and forth and back and forth. You don't really know what to do. But the thing is ultimately, if you would just fucking communicate, both of you, you'd be okay. But there has to be acceptance on this person's end of the fact that this can no longer happen. And you need to accept that this person does love you and sees you as the potential one. But the problem is, there is an extreme necessitated need for equal give and take within the Two of Cups. That's what the Temperance card is all about, restoring the balance between the Two of Cups. Equal love in each cup. Not the Three of Cups. We don't need a third party involved in the emotional relationship, do we? We need this equal balance between the two lovers, the king and the queen. Gender is entirely neutral. Between the two lovers, you need that balance. You do not need someone telling you and your person how to be in love or inserting their thoughts here. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but the Queen of Swords on this deck, it's actually like a knife going through the skull, right? It's actually about inserting your damn thought, or someone inserting their manipulative thoughts into someone's mind. And you see this at your core, Taurus. You saw this for a while back and you acknowledged it, but you still loved this person and were willing to commit to them and express your love and have love for them, but you're also wanting them to express their love for you and, you know, commit to you. Like, you need commitment from this person right now, and this person is like too afraid of losing whatever this third party situation is. And I don't think they have to lose this person. They just have to establish a fucking healthy boundary, right? Ugh. Sorry, my energy's a little rough today. So you're getting everything coming through with spirit. I'm like, I like took a break from Facebook. I'm over people. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. And the Five of Swords. You guys cannot stop looking back at each other and what you've lost. You've lost each other. You guys cannot stop, and it's like you're both in this energy of like waiting for the other person to come toward you, but also wanting to take action toward the other person. It's like that what the fuck do I do energy, right? Like, what the fuck do I do? You're both in that. It's like this person's too damn afraid because they're scared you're going to reject them, but if they only knew how much you actually love them and are willing to commit to them, like, this is a marriage card. You know you would marry this person. So is this. They know they would marry you. Or they at least see the potential of that with the Nine of Pentacles here. But this is the Empress of the Minor Arcana. Like, it's the one you think you could marry, you don't know yet. If we get the Empress, then this is all bullshit and it should just be fixed, right? Show me what crosses the mutual energy. The Page of Cups, not knowing how to express the love is what crosses this, okay? We have the Lovers here. Not knowing, you feel like this connection is faded, both of you. There is a lot of love. It's like magnetic between you. It's just about being able to express true feelings here. This person's afraid of coming forward toward you, Taurus. And you're afraid of coming toward them. And you've kind of shut off because you're like, this has been too long. This has been insane. I don't deserve this shit. I wanted to be in a partnership, not a throuple. Or a partnership, not a micromanaged relationship. You know, it's kind of like that energy. I'm getting this energy of like, you know, when you're like little and you're like in middle school or, you know, like elementary school and you have like a boyfriend or girlfriend. It's and your parents have to like drive you to hang out. It's kind of like that. it's like there's someone who is asserting way too much authority, whether it be a mother or a sister. I'm getting like female energy, but it could be male. It could just be, you know, like feminine energy, which we embody both, but I'm getting a very female energy coming from this card. And it's like, um, there's too much control that this person has, and you know, you're like, they can't manipulate your mind like this, right? Is what you're feeling. You're like, I want to be with you. This is you talking to them, Taurus. You're like, I want to be with you, but you have to cut this energy down. Like, it needs to be between us, not this third person. Show me the mutual energy here. King of Pentacles, this is your energy. You both are kind of stepping into your financial worth here. There is hope with the Star card, as well as the Ten of Cups, the Chariot, and the Seven of Wands. You guys are both willing to fight for this. That's the thing. There is so much unconditional love here with the Ten of Cups. It's like, yes, there's been hurt emotions and stuff like that, but you guys do love each other so much. You guys have so much hope for this connection, about the stability, the emotionality of the connection. It's like nothing you've ever experienced before, and I feel that on both ends. But the problem here is like, you know, there might be a little bit of ego at play with the Chariot card. It's Cancerian energy, and let's be real. Um, but I feel like there might, like, you both want this to be victorious, but I feel that you both also are kind of like, I want to be the victor. So be cautious of that energy. It's not about winning. Like, none of this is about winning. It's about coming together and embracing the actual love that you guys have, because you both feel the connection on a very heavy level. You're both feeling a little kind of like you're in this waiting energy, a little disappointed, but you do feel that this is a fated connection. Like, you feel like it is destined. It's all just about making a decision about what is most important to you and taking action toward it to rebalance the situation. The Two of Coins, coming back together in an equal loving embrace. You both want this, but it will require understanding on both of your parts, understanding each other's situations, you know. But we have the King and Queen of Swords. It's like you're matched intellectually in a lot of ways, possibly even spiritually. The King of Cups, you both have so much love for each other. I did not want to make these readings this long, but you know what, Taurus? I'm going to shorten the rest of them, but you guys showed up so much for my channel last week that I have to give you guys this. The Eight of Wands. There will be communication. You guys are both desiring urgent communication and action surrounding this situation. I feel like it's just a matter of time before this person sets aside their fear of rejection. Because Taurus, you're not going to reject them. Let's be real. I don't really feel like you are. I feel like you just had to shut down for a little while to like regain your composure, right? Because you're not willing to deal with this. You're not willing to deal with someone else having influence over your relationship, or an addiction, if they're like an alcoholic or a drug addict or, you know, a porn addict or whatever it may be, or a sex addict. Like, you're like, no, I'm not putting up with that. Like, you need to take care of that, set a boundary with it, you know, and come back to me with better energy is what I'm feeling from you right now. The Queen of Cups. We have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. You guys are matched intellectually and emotionally. There's a lot of love between you two. You're both very sad over this connection being taken out of your life, but we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, guys? So ultimately, there needs to be communication. We also have the Ace of Coins. There is stability. This is the path that has been illuminated to you by the divine. It will take open, honest, loving, and truthful communication to complete this cycle of stress between you two, to bring you guys back together, to mend this connection here, right? Um, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. We have a lot of signs out here, so don't worry about the signs too much. You know what? We're just done with the tarot because I just realized what time it is. I apologize, guys, but we're already at 26 minutes and these videos take forever to load if they're over 20 minutes, so I apologize. But just know that right now we've got the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Swords, and the World. And, you know, you guys value each other a lot. It's about mending this connection that keeps you guys together. But it's also what's interesting about the World card with this energy over here is like, this is about you guys being in your own world and not allowing other influences to come in to your circle here. Not necessarily not letting them come in, but not letting them have influence over. Keep that in mind. The imagery is showing me that. They're making me focus on that a lot. It's like there has to be a safe boundary set, a healthy boundary that like your connection is between you two and you don't let other people's influences affect your connection, right? Their thoughts, the shit they say about the other person, that stuff, it's all irrelevant because what's really relevant is how you feel and you feel, both of you. That's all that really matters within your love. The Ace of Swords. You will need truthful, honest, open, loving, respectful communication. Do not let it go to a place of anger when it comes in or when you express it. I feel like for most of you with this Queen of Swords energy, it needs to come to you or you won't even hear it, right? Because you need to know that they choose you after all of this. After all of this, Taurus, you're like, I need to know that they choose me or I'm not even going to consider this. With this Ace of Swords here, it's like, you know, this communication cannot escalate. There can be no anger, there can be no heated, but it's interesting it's coming after this. I do feel like communication will be coming kind of soon here, or needs to come kind of soon, because this is the path that you felt was stable and illuminated by the divine. It brings peace and love and joy and bliss to your life and to theirs. This is all mutual energy. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull a few Hidden Truth Oracle cards to see what they may have to say to you from their heart, okay? So these are messages they could have said in the past, may say in the future, may have never said, or may never say. It may be something entirely subconscious within their heart that they aren't even acknowledging at this point, okay? Or they aren't aware of yet. Spirit angels, ancestors, and guides, show me what I need to see. I want to feel that way again. I feel like they miss the love that you gave them because Tauruses can love hard. We are probably one of the most loyal, stable, loving signs that there are. Honestly, I'm a Taurus as well. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I think when this person, I'm feeling that this person walked away because of bullshit that was put in their head a little bit. Whether they acknowledge that or even are aware of that or not, there's like a little bit of a semblance of mind control on this card as well, the Temperance in this deck. And it's like with this devil energy, I'm getting a heavy influence of like, this influence really had their brain warped, and now it's about restoring the balance in order for them to come forward, right? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I feel like this person loved you, but they felt like whatever was being said was truth. We will be together again. I want you. You were the best thing in my life. Guys, all right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have just being near you is intoxicating. Okay? This person has some serious energy toward you. It's just about them being able to acknowledge the worth of that energy over the influence of this external factor, right? And I mean, hopefully they're strong enough to do that. You know, hopefully they have the strength and the self worth to do that and know that what is important to them is more important than what someone else expects of them or thinks they need to do, you know? So I'm going to send you tons of positive energy toward this. Again, if you would like one of these decks, you can go ahead and get the Antique Anatomy or the Madame Endora's fortune telling cards. Madame Endora's fortune telling cards are great because you don't really have to be like psychic or learn, you know, a whole system to be able to read with them. Okay, so you can read for yourself with them at home if you aren't wanting like tarot cards. But if you would like tarot cards, the Antique Anatomy deck, I love it. I love it. I love it. It's very beautiful. But guys, know that this person does care about you, but I understand why you're in this energy. Okay, I understand why you're in this energy of like, I can't deal with this right now, I need a break. I feel like some of you have just been like, it's time for me to close things out for myself for a minute, step into my own energy, and just really breathe, because I feel like you've been wanting this to fix itself for so long, and it's just like, this person needs to build up some courage over here, because you know that you're not willing to come forward to them. You want them to come to you because you need them to do that in order to trust that they actually love you. Right? Anyway, this is what I have for you, Taurus. Again, if you would like a more personal reading on your specific situation, you can schedule that in the description box below. If you'd like one of the decks, there's a link down there. And if you would like to tip me for this reading, I greatly appreciate all of your support. It's been a really rocky year. So, thank you for all of you who have done that and supported me. I really appreciate all of you. You are amazing and I love you, and I'm sending you so much positive energy toward the best outcome for your life in this situation. I love you guys. I hope you have a great week.